Hello everyone, my name is Johanan Oppong Amoateng. This is my Twitter username. You can follow me and you can also DM me on Twitter. I'll be talking about empowering tertiary students, introducing PyClubs for enhanced Python skills and community engagement. Something small about me. I'm a veterinary student passionate about animal health and technology. I'm currently serving as the PyClubs community lead. I am a dedicated backend developer and open source enthusiast. I am also exploring AI and machine learning to drive innovation. I am also exploring AI and machine learning to drive innovation in veterinary applications. This is an overview of my presentation. My tech journey. So, um, I started my tech journey in first year. Before that, I was always a bit interested in computers, but it wasn't really that much, and I knew how to work around with computers. So in first year of veterinary school, I started to learn how to write programs in Python, but I stopped because of academics and the lack of motivation to continue. So I when I stopped, what I did was I continued watching YouTube videos on tech related stuff. And then in third year, I dedicated all my free time to learning how to write programs in Python. So I initially started learning how to write Python, learning about Python, and I used resources like SoloLearn, YouTube, and then I think Coursera to learn. And then I focused on backend development with Django. So I at that time didn't really know the benefits of joining a community. So I wasn't in any tech community, and I was just building projects and then pushing it to GitHub and then hoping that someone would see it, or someone, like, if I applied for anything, someone would see it, and um everything would work out. So in fifth year of veterinary school, I had the opportunity to join PyClubs. So I joined my local chapter of PyClubs at KNUST, and I I think at our first meeting, I was given the opportunity to propose a solution for for a coding challenge, and I was initially very nervous because I hadn't done something like that in front of so many people before. But I became a bit confident and I was able to do it. So I at when I joined PyClubs, the lead at that time encouraged me to participate in coding competitions and hackathons. So I remember I participated in so many of them, and then I got encouragement from him. And he also advised me to join communities, right? And then build open source stuff, build open source projects, and and help help the community by maybe mentoring others and stuff. So I, I've already said, I was someone who wasn't confident, but when I joined PyClubs, I got confidence, and then I exceeded my own expectations that I set. So I started going for meetups, community meetups on in Python and other general tech community meetups, and I met a lot of people. Right, I met so many people. I had so many opportunities to network, and it was a very nice experience. So um, when I joined PyClubs, I had the opportunity to get lead the club. Initially, I helped the lead organize some sessions on Django and Django REST framework to help people, students who are interested in who are interested in learning about Django and Django REST framework for backend systems. So I took them through how to install Django, how to write simple backend systems with Django, how to write APIs with Django, and it was a really nice experience. Then I also got the opportunity to become the PyClubs lead, and I also had an opportunity to mentor others on Django. I guess I think in the month of July I finished a mentorship program at Because She Can, where I had the opportunity to mentor two females on Django. They were Django and backend development. So I guess I took them through the basics of Django, how to build backend systems and deployment and those things. So I've also had the opportunity at to volunteer, and it's been a really amazing experience volunteering in the community. So currently I'm a volunteer, and I I volunteered at Python Kumasi. I help the lead organize meetups and stuff. And then I currently so Python Ghana released applications for people who wanted to volunteer to help build up the community, and I submitted my application as a subgroup lead. And by the way, I'm happy to announce that I got it. So I'm currently going to be helping Python Kumasi with the activities. And one thing I've also realized is I've experienced fulfillment in guiding others in their tech journey, and I'm hoping to guide more people towards their tech journey. So these are some of the impacts of PyClubs: inclusivity, collaboration, continuous learning, leadership development. And I think all these things, I'm a beneficiary of them. I'm a beneficiary because I'm not from a tech. I didn't do computer science or computer engineering in the university. I'm currently offering veterinary medicine, but I have the opportunity to lead PyClubs Care University as a lead. And I've also had the opportunity to collaborate on projects, some open source projects with other people in the community. And I'm always getting the opportunity to learn new stuff. And I always have the opportunity to develop my leadership skills. And I think that's really a blessing and that's pers- for me, that's the personal impact that PyClubs has had on me. So what really is PyClubs? So PyClubs is a community initiative which is aimed at fostering Python programming skills and knowledge among university students. So basically the goal is that we want to create for every university in the world, we want to have a club over there where the students can meet up and then learn more about Python, use it to solve their problems, use it to solve their problems in their various disciplines. So PyClubs is open to all the students across the world in all disciplines, and I think I'm a direct example of that because um, as I have already said, I don't come from a computer science background, but I was able to join the club, and I'm currently leading as the lead. And I think that's a very good example of why how open PyClubs is. So what the goal of PyClubs is to empower the students through Python and then bring about innovation and then bridge the gap between academia and the industry. So one thing we realized is students when they learn programming in school, there's a big difference between programming in academia and programming in the industry. So I actually have friends who did computer science and computer engineering, and most times they tell me that what they learned in school is very different from what they are doing in the industry. So like in school they might not learn about version control, Git, GitHub, and all those things. But when they're going out into the industry, they have to know how to use GitHub and all those other tools. And and in school, even in school, like some of the things they learn, you might realize by the time they get out of school, is outdated, right? So if you have a community of students on campus with diverse backgrounds who are studying different disciplines, but all have one goal to learn Python, I think it will be easier for them to be abreast with the current technologies, and then be able to help themselves learn about it, and then bridge the gap between academia and the industry. So there are currently 5 clubs. These are some of the current clubs, PyClubs. So these are all local clubs or in universities in Africa. So we are hoping that people will make submissions, people will make applications to register their clubs on their campuses at PyClubs. So how do you start a PyClub on campus? So the first thing you have to do is you log on to www.pyclubs.org, and then you register the club. So you register the club. You have to make sure that there isn't already an existing club on campus, right? So if there isn't any existing club on campus, you then register the club, and then the PyClubs organization will reach out to you with the feedback. Um, if you go on their site, you can find out more information about how you are supposed to do the registration and stuff. So these are some of the pictures from our local Pi Club meetings and events. So I think these are pictures from this picture in particular is from Pi Club Amstead. I think this was one from one of their sessions, and this is a picture from when I was not yet the lead. I was just a normal member at Pi Club Care University, helping organize events. This is me. This was the lead at the time, and this is a picture of me talking about Python. I'm showing my solution. I think that's one of our coding challenges. And I think this is also a picture of other events and things. So how do you get involved with Pi clubs? So you find your local Pi club on campus. Then you need to sign up for membership at your local Pi club. Then you have to make sure you attend the meetings, and then be very punctual and always be regular at the meetings. Then you take part in the collaborative projects and coding challenges. So how can you contact the PyClubs organization? So you can email the PyClubs organization at team@pyclubs.org. You can find them on, you can follow the PyClubs organization at Twitter at PyClubs, Twitter on at PyClubs, LinkedIn is just PyClubs, and then this is the link for the PyClubs site, www.pyclubs.org. Does anyone have any questions? Um, And then how can you contact me? You can contact me on Twitter at Johanan 2001. On LinkedIn it's just Johanan Oppong Amoateng. And then this is my GitHub username. Then my email is Johanan Oppong Amoateng 2001 at gmail.com. Thank you.